Welcome back to CarScope, the channel where we dive deep into the most exciting cars hitting the roads today. If you've been following the evolution of BMW's performance lineup, then you know that the M2 has always been the raw, driver-focused gem in their M division crown. But today, we're looking at something even more special, something sharper, lighter, faster, and simply more intense. This is the 2025 BMW M2 CS. And in this video we're going to explore it in every detail, from its design to its interior, from the way it performs on the road and track, to its price tag and whether or not it's worth it. Strap in, because this one's going to be a ride. The first thing you notice when you lay your eyes on the new M2 CS is how much more aggressive it looks compared to the standard M2. BMW has taken the already muscular stance of the base car and pushed it even further. The front end is where you really start to see that difference. The kidney grills are finished in a darker, more stealthy shade, slightly reshaped with a more aerodynamic outline, and surrounded by sharper intakes that not only look mean but also serve real function in channeling more air to cool that turbocharged 6-cylinder heart. The bumper itself has deeper cuts, sculpted with carbon fiber accents that hint at this car's lightweight obsession. The hood is perhaps the biggest giveaway that this isn't a normal M2, with its carbon fiber construction and subtle power dome running along the center. Under the sunlight, that weave is unmistakable, and it sets the tone for what this car is about: reducing weight and boosting performance without compromise. Shift your eyes to the side profile and the M2 CS continues to deliver a sense of athletic purpose. The stance is wide and squat, with flared wheel arches that almost bulge out to cover the massive 19-inch or optional 20-inch forged alloy wheels. These wheels aren't just for show, they're wrapped in sticky Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires that are essentially track rubber approved for the road. You'll also see the carbon fiber roof, a beautiful detail that not only saves precious kilos but lowers the center of gravity, sharpening handling. The mirrors, also carbon, are sculpted for aerodynamics, while the side skirts are chunkier than what you'll find on a standard M2, giving the car an unmistakable track-ready vibe even when it's standing still. It looks like it's in motion before you've even fired up the engine. Moving to the back, the drama continues. The rear of the M2 CS is a masterclass in blending aggression with subtlety. The taillights have that sharp LED signature we've come to expect from BMW, but what dominates the rear is the carbon fiber spoiler lip perched on the trunk lid, offering just enough downforce without being over the top. Below that, the rear bumper has been reworked with larger vents and an integrated diffuser, also finished in carbon. And then, of course, you can't ignore the quad exhaust pipes. They sit wide apart, flanking the diffuser, and they don't just look menacing, they're the gateway to the kind of sound that will make any enthusiast's spine tingle. When you start this car, it's not just a noisy, it's a statement. Deep, guttural, and purposeful. Step inside, and the theme of weight-saving mixed with motorsport luxury continues. The cabin of the M2 CS isn't dripping with over-the-top gadgets, but rather it's a focused environment designed for driving. The first thing you'll notice are the M-carbon bucket seats, wrapped in a mix of Alcantara and merino leather. They hug you tightly, offering support for track days but still comfortable enough for long drives. The seats are manually adjustable to save weight, but BMW has balanced this rawness with fine details like contrast stitching and embossed M logos that glow subtly at night. The steering wheel is Alcantara wrapped as well, giving you a tactile connection with the road, and the red 12 o'clock marker adds a motorsport-inspired touch. The dashboard itself is familiar to anyone who's seen the new generation BMW interiors, but in the CS, it's been stripped back and decorated with Alcantara panels in carbon fiber trim. The infotainment system remains BMW's iDrive 8.5, with a large curved display stretching from behind the wheel to the center of the car. It's crisp, responsive, and offers everything from navigation to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But the beauty of the CS interior is how BMW hasn't allowed the tech to overwhelm the driver-focused environment. The digital cluster changes to M-specific displays when you select the sportier drive modes, giving you information like tire pressure, G-forces, and lap timers. There's still dual-zone climate control, a premium Harman Kardon sound system, and wireless charging, but everything feels secondary to the main event, which is driving. Even the rear seats are still here, though smaller adults will find them tighter. It's really about having the practicality for short trips rather than long journeys. Of course, none of this would matter if the M2 CS didn't deliver under the hood, and trust me, It does. Powering this beast is the same 3.0-liter twin-turbocharged inline-six from the M3 and M4 competition, but tuned here to deliver around 520 horsepower and over 470 pound-feet of torque. That's a healthy bump over the standard M2, and when combined with the car's lighter weight thanks to all that carbon fiber, the performance figures are staggering. 0 to 60 is dispatched in just about 3.4 seconds with the 8-speed automatic gearbox, while the optional 6-speed manual offers slightly slower times but way more involvement for purists. Top speed? With the M driver's package, you're looking at 188 miles per hour. But the numbers only tell part of the story. What makes the M2 CS so intoxicating is the way it handles. BMW's engineers have stiffened the chassis, recalibrated the adaptive dampers, and fitted the car with a more aggressive steering setup. On tight corners, the car feels alive, darting exactly where you want it with a level of precision that's rare in modern cars. The Michelin Cup tires provide immense grip, while the M Sport brakes, with optional carbon ceramics, give you the kind of confidence you need to really push. It's a car that feels equally at home on a mountain pass as it does staring down track straight. And let's not forget the soundtrack. The exhaust has been tuned for a rawer, angrier note, with pops and crackles in sport mode that remind you this isn't just a car, it's an experience. So, how much does this all cost? Well, exclusivity comes at a price. The 2025 BMW M2 CS is expected to start at around $90,000 in the US, with options easily pushing it over $100,000 if you go for extras like carbon ceramic brakes or certain paint finishes. That makes it nearly double the price of a standard M2, but here's the catch: it's a limited production model. BMW isn't going to make tens of thousands of these. So, not only are you getting a sharper, faster, more focused machine, but you're also buying into exclusivity. In fact, history has shown us that previous CS and CSL models tend to hold their value very well, sometimes even appreciating, which means this car might actually be one of the smarter places to park your money if you're an enthusiast. So, where does that leave us? The 2025 BMW M2 CS is not for everyone. If you're just looking for a fun, daily-friendly sports car, the standard M2 or even an M240i might suit you better and save you a ton of cash. But if you're the kind of person who values razor-sharp handling, motorsport-inspired design, limited production bragging rights, and the kind of visceral driving thrill that so many modern cars have lost, then the M2 CS is in a league of its own. It's the purest expression of what BMW's M division stands for: a performance without compromise. That wraps up today's deep dive here on CarScope. If you enjoyed this review and want to see more detailed breakdowns of the most exciting cars hitting the market, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss one of our reviews. The 2025 BMW M2 CS is a rare gem, and I hope this video helped you see why it's such a big deal in the car world. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your eyes on the road and your scope on the cars.